In April 1912, the Titanic sank into the icy waters of the North Atlantic. The tragedy shocked the entire world and became one of the darkest chapters in maritime history. But very few people know that Titanic was not alone. It belonged to a family of three magnificent sister ships: Olympic, Titanic, and Britannic. And strangely, each of them faced disasters that still puzzle historians today. Let's go back to the beginning. In the early 1900s, the White Star Line wanted to dominate the seas. Their rivals, the Cunard Line, had launched two of the fastest ships in the world, Lusitania and Mauretania. To compete, White Star Line decided not to focus on speed, but on size and luxury. And so the idea of the Olympic-class ships was born. The first of these giants was RMS Olympic, launched in 1910. She was a marvel of engineering, longer than 2 football fields and able to carry thousands of passengers. People called her the pride of the seas, but her glory did not last long. In September 1911, Olympic collided with a British warship, HMS Hawke. The damage was massive. Although no lives were lost, the accident raised questions about safety. After repairs, Olympic continued to sail for more than 2 decades, but she was never free from problems. Many believed she was cursed from the very beginning. Then came the Titanic. Launched in 1911, she set sail on her maiden voyage in April 1912. She was advertised as unsinkable. The ship was a floating palace. Grand staircases, lavish dining halls, a town, and had cabins more luxurious than 5-star hotels. For the wealthy, it was a dream come true. For immigrants, it was a ticket to a new life in America. But just 4 days into her voyage, tragedy struck. On the night of April 14, 1912, Titanic hit an iceberg. Within less than 3 hours, the ship broke apart and sank into the freezing ocean. More than 1,500 people lost their lives that night. Investigations revealed a terrifying truth. There were lifeboats for barely half of the passengers. The very design of the ship, once celebrated as modern and perfect, had turned into a death trap. The youngest sister was Britannic, built in 1914. She was even larger and stronger than Titanic, and after the disaster, several safety improvements were added. But fate had something else in store. During World War I, Britannic was converted into a hospital ship. On November 21st, 1916, while sailing near Greece, a sudden underwater explosion tore through the hull. Many believe it was a German mine, while others suspect a torpedo. Despite being designed to survive such disasters, Britannic sank in just 55 minutes. Out of 1,000 people on board, 30 lost their lives. It was the largest ship sunk during the First World War. So what does this tell us? 3 sister ships, built to be the pride of the seas, yet one after another, they all met tragic ends. Olympic crippled by collisions, Titanic swallowed by the Atlantic, Britannic lost in wartime waters. Historians still debate whether these disasters were just coincidences or the result of rushed construction, corporate greed, and ignored safety standards. Some even believe there are mysteries we may never uncover. But one thing is certain: the story of the Titanic is not just about a single ship. It is the story of an entire family of ships, each carrying both human dreams and human tragedies. Together, they left behind a haunting legacy that continues to fascinate the world more than a century later.